whenever you are coming to this program, you need to have that sort of understanding that you need to get out of your comfort zone. When you enter this program, you are going to give multiple presentations and multiple case competitions in which you have to step out.
So when we say we are active 24/7, it does not mean that we are working only all day long. We have fun times. We play at the end of the day. We play badminton, and we have a great campus. I mean, the nightlife at campus is absolutely best.
If you are someone who loves the aesthetics, who likes to create content for fun, or even want to pursue photography as their hobby, I think this is the best campus you will ever get.
Few of the faculties are from the very beginning, start from the foundation. So they do bring all the experience from batches to batches. And also talking about the industrial experts that NIRMA provides us with the experience that it has in the corporate, and then they share learnings with us.
Through this course, discipline, passion, and that sort of demeanor that you have to later on show is improved. So I think that sort of seriousness is also needed.
A new day, a new episode, and a new campus. So today we are here at
NIRMA University.
So today we are here at NIRMA University and we are talking to second year students who have seen it all, the admission process, first year struggles, internships, and the final placement reality. So if you are targeting MBA from NIRMA University, this video can actually help you. Without further delays, let's start the video. Alright guys, let's do the ice breaking first. Your name and what made you choose NIRMA?
Hello everyone, I am Kairavi Shah from the MBA FT course with specialization in marketing. And answering to your question, one major reason that I chose NIRMA is the experience that the faculties have here. There are a lot of faculties who have been here since the foundation of the institute. So the blend of experience and practical exposure that they bring to course is amazing.
So you did your research before selecting the college?
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Ritika Mishra. I am doing my MBA in marketing. The one reason that I chose this campus was my brother also studied here and his reviews were really good about the campus. The another would be the location factor as well. We have a really safe environment and 115-acre campus, which makes it lush green, and I think that's the one reason.
Yeah, nice.
Hello everyone, my name is Karan Chaudhary. I'm from the MBA full-time batch with a specialization in finance. So coming to your question, why I chose NIRMA was mainly because two of my batchmates from my bachelor's course had already completed the MBA from NIRMA itself, and I had a very positive feedback from them. So that was one of the reasons why I considered NIRMA.
Okay, wow.
Hello everyone, I am Rushil Shah and I am having my majors as operations management. And the major reason why I choose this particular course is that I got a blend of integrated BTech in computer science specialization along with MBA. So it was a great combination and I would suggest students to take this particular
So
course.
you decided to do BTech and MBA from the very first day?
Yeah, from the very first year I decided that I wanted to pursue my career in MBA, but along with the blend of technology in computer science.
So we will be talking more about integrated ones.
Sure.
I'm Sanchana Talyani from MBA HRM program. So I chose NIRMA because it offers a great practical exposure. In every trimester, HRM students get an opportunity to do fieldwork. It is a 1-month internship basically. And this particular thing, because I had many offers, I had to choose the best one. And this particular thing is being offered in NIRMA University. So I chose this.
Yeah.
Hello, myself Shreyansh Gore. My major is in finance. And coming back to a question of why I chose NIRMA was because of the case studies and the case competitions and the opportunities that NIRMA provides. It makes it very easy for us to communicate and help us to make team and to showcase our skills in that.
That's great.
So, yeah.
I like to add one more point to Shreyansh. Whenever you are coming to this program, you need to have that sort of understanding that you need to get out of your comfort zone. When you enter this program, you are going to give multiple presentations and multiple case competitions in which you have to step out. So कॉफ़ी का स्टॉक तो बिल्कुल ही लेके आना, और अगर आप नहीं पीते हैं तो आदत पड़ जाएगी.
When we talk about MBA, we talk about the diversity also. And diversity doesn't mean the states, again, the academics, the professional difference between all of you. So peer learning plays a very important role, right? So what were your learnings
So, like, primarily talking about coming from a fresher's background, my main practical exposure was that the peers with whom I was sitting, like my subordinates, they were having 2 to 3 years of practical exposure. So, the peer learning was that I was gaining not only the knowledge but also the practical implications which is required in the industries.
Also, adding to Rushal's point, I come from a practical exposure background. I'm 25 years old, so peer learning was a main point for me, because to get a fresh perspective of what others have, their perspective on an MBA program
Right,
was very
right.
different from what I had a perspective. So that helped me gain a lot of insights as well.
Yeah, because the diversity actually plays a very important role.
Right.
So pure learning is again very important.
Right.
Karan, you just told us that you had an experience,
Yeah.
right? So once you start earning, it is never easy, leaving job and getting back to school.
Right.
So you must be having a lot of challenges. The hustle was totally different. Sitting with the freshers. So what was your experience, and were you overcome to those challenges? How did you do that?
So I completely agree. Coming from a shift, transitioning from a work experience from an office job to a college job is a bit challenging, because at office you're basically stuck from 9 to 6.
Right.
But in MBA
You're stuck
You're
forever.
24/7. Yeah, you're stuck forever for 2 years.
Yeah.
You have to manage your time and you have to manage your work throughout the day. Also transitioning from getting paid
Right,
every
right,
month to having
right.
no income
No income,
basically, and
yeah.
then managing your expenses as well. So for all the experienced students who want to pursue an MBA, I would just suggest that make sure that you are actually determined to do an MBA, because for me MBA especially was an end goal for my studies. I had already decided, but I wanted to get a work experience beforehand. So make sure that you're clear, you have the clarity, and also be prepared for the transitioning.
As Karan said, for pursuing an MBA, you definitely have to be very determined.
Right.
And one major change that you will see, that you go from very independent background, independent environment, to a very disciplined environment.
Right.
In 9 to 5, you have independence to do things on your own. You have your own time. You have your own schedules. Where here you have to be very disciplined. You are back to zero. You are writing notes. You are making assignments. You are networking. So it's completely different transition. But again, yes, I think networking and connecting to your peers and being very disciplined in the program is the key to overcome that.
So let's do the vibe check of NIRMA. So what was your experience from day first till now?
So talking about my experience, it was a very holistic experience. May it be celebrating festivals with friends, the extended family that we made, and while also completing the assignments and the deadlines, strict deadlines, it was a total shift, but we managed somehow to do.
So were you
both
able
of
to
this.
celebrate the festivals?
Yeah, we did celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi, Navratri, and different others as well.
So what was that compulsory, or it was your choice that
No,
you
it was my choice. I'm a bit outgoing person, so yeah.
So when we say we are active 24/7, it does not mean that we are working only all day long. We have fun times. We play at the end of the day. We play badminton, and we have a great campus. I mean, the nightlife at campus is
Amazing.
absolutely best. And yes, to everyone coming here, I can assure you that you will walk 10,000 steps every day without having to keep a note of it.
So, like, coming from an MBA freshers background, but since the integrated course, I am in the campus since 5 years. And talking about the life at the campus, even at the night as well as in the evening, the sunset phase, the photographies which you want to click off your own, you want to post pictures, all those areas are over there in the campus. As well as talking about the hostel life in the campus, like our gates gets closed by 11:30. But the hostel life starts even after 11:30.
Okay.
Like the vibe check is after 11:30, and we all like our classes are from 8, but we sleep at around 5 or 6 a.m. in the
And
morning.
then you wake up.
Yeah,
what
like
time?
like we only have 1 hour of sleep at
Oh
sometimes,
my
but the
God.
fun is real. Like we get to enjoy a lot in the hostel life also.
Okay, so my experience would be mainly, so I prefer, one of my hobbies that I prefer is music. So looking for a group that pursues the same passion. So I found that year we usually in the campus itself we do night jamming sessions sometimes
Okay.
whenever we get the
So
free
you
time.
sing?
Sort of.
So
I
you'll
would say
do
a
that
bathroom
too.
singer. Yeah, but yeah, so finding your own group of people, and also, as Shreyan said, the festival. So coming from Mumbai, Mumbai is big on Ganesh Chaturthi festival, and the festival year that we celebrated for Ganesh Chaturthi, it did not make me miss Mumbai that much.
Well, coming to my experience, to be honest, when I entered this campus, I was a really legit boring person. But when I met my friends, they are part outgoing, some are very extroverts, some are very introverts. And the night canteen poses as like a savior for us girls.
So
Though
do you have night canteen 24/7?
yes.
Oh, that's
And that perk is only limited to the girls' hostel. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
So
That's good.
apart from that, also the events are very like involving. So recently we were discussing with my friends only that they're going to be an event called Street Smart, in which we have to put stalls and we have to do that sort of business for like 2 days and everything. So we are excited for that. So events like these somehow brings so many memories to you and somehow also shapes you as a person. So I think my experience is quite good.
Oh.
I think all of them have actually covered everything that happens. But adding to Rushal's point, if you are someone who loves the aesthetics, who likes to create content for fun, or even want to pursue photography as their hobby, I think this is the best campus you will ever get. If even if you look at morning, if you look at noon, if you look at evening, night, all of the times you'll have so many places where you can go create content. You can click your pictures. The aesthetics here are really nice. And yeah, adding to the events part, there are multiple institutes here, so one day or another there's any other event happening. Even we have a lot of clubs and committees, so there's one event or another going on. So the fear of missing out is very real, and you'll have to balance it, as
Because
Shreyan's told.
I want to I want to understand, how do you guys even manage, the time, events bhi karna hai, ye bhi karna hai, wo bhi karna hai.
At some point we are also amused how things just fall into place. It's just you'll have to be in the moment, you'll have to be yourself, and things will just fall into place.
Wow. MBA is equal to pressure. And this pressure sometimes leads to, we have to handle a lot of things. Our mental health is sidelined. So, do you guys have access to the, something that can actually help without any social stigma? You can reach out to them.
Yeah, so answering that question, so we have mentorship guidance. So each each student has a faculty mentor that they can go and talk to anytime. As well as we have a counselor on campus. So they are certified as well. So we have any mental health issues, or if we want to get something off our chest, we can always talk to them. Because MBA, from the get-go, it creates that sort of pressure that you want internship chahiye, then you want to cope up with your peers and grades as well, and plus
Right,
placement.
true.
So we need some sort of mechanism to actually talk about. So apart from mentorship and as well as counsel, I would say we also have a friend whom we can talk to anytime. So yeah, that's there.
And nobody is judging.
Nobody's judging.
So, when we choose MBA from any of the institute, faculty plays a very important role. So, what was your experience with the faculty here?
So talking about faculties in NIRMA, a few of the faculties are from the very beginning, start from the foundation. So they do bring all the experience from batches to batches. And also talking about the industrial experts that NIRMA provides us with the experience that it has in the corporate, and then they share learnings with us. That also helps us to match us with the corporate, so that it becomes easy for us to directly go into the corporate and work. And talking about myself, I also opted for global immersion program at MSU University. So there I got an exposure of the world experts on various domains of operations, marketing, finance, technology, different things. So overall in all, the faculties over here are really experienced, polished, and they understand what students needs and what is the requirement in the industry out there. So it's a perfect blend, I guess, and we can mentor with them, and we can go and meet any faculty at any time. So it's very personal connect with each and every faculty that we get to know in NIRMA.
So, you just mentioned that you went for the global immersion program.
Yes.
So, is it mandatory for every student, or you chose to go?
No, it's an open opportunity for everyone. It depends if you have a vision and you want a global exposure, then NIRMA provides you that opportunity to grow and excel in future as well.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah.
Now, let's understand the placements. So, how does placements actually works here at NIRMA?
I would like to answer this question. So when we talk about placement process at NIRMA, there is a placement committee who actually handles the whole placement process. We get companies notifications and different opportunities like live projects, internship opportunities, case competition opportunities. So basically, in my experience, when we talk about, I actually cracked a case competition which was given to me by the placement committee itself. So
Okay.
I think placement committee poses as a lot of assistance that actually we get from them. Also, they provide various portals through which we can prepare for the placement process. So basically, we have portals like Board Infinity, and they take various sessions in which we talk about our presentation skills and our conceptual knowledge, which will help in us in the interviews for the internships and the placement interviews.
So I'd like to add a point for especially the students who are targeting HRM program. So the placement process is almost the same. We also get that rigorous training that they go through, but our placement process, it starts from term 1 only, because we have to get placed for our fieldworks also. They start from summer internships, but we start from fieldwork. So for fieldwork, you have to be prepared from term 1 only. You are giving interviews, so you get very less time to prepare through the placement committee, and more you have to come prepared.
So basically, it is all hands-on experience.
Yes.
So whatever you're experiencing, you're learning. Right?
Yes, true.
This one is the final one. Expectation versus reality. So before coming to the college, you must have some expectations, and now you must have got the reality check. So let's share your experience.
Coming to my experience, I think I'll say that life at MBA is not at all what you've seen in 2 states. So basically, yes, there is a fun part and there's a fun element to this course, but this course demands discipline and constant self-reflection as well, because you need to improve as a person, as a candidate, and later on you're going to enter the corporate world, which demands that sort of dedication and that
Right,
sort
true.
of passion. So through this course, discipline, passion, and that sort of demeanor that you have to later on show is improved. So I think that sort of seriousness is also needed.
So coming from a job, when you transition to college, so you're basically earning when you're working,
Right.
and then making that decision is pretty big. And when you're also expecting, me personally, I was expecting that it'll be a serious life at MBA. I'll also with a serious course, I'll also enjoy campus life, because once you're in the job phase, you're stuck from 9 to 5. You don't have that much openness to experience a lot of things. But इधर आने के बाद what I felt was कि पूरा flip हो गया है कि I wasn't able to, because कुछ ना कुछ start होता है and you realize that the semester has gotten over, and now we're in the second year, and now
Right.
second year is also
Getting
going to get
over,
over,
yeah.
getting over. So you know, time flies pretty quickly, and you think that you can plan everything, but you have to be spontaneous a bit, and you have to also do things accordingly as well.
प्रेफरेबली टॉकिंग मैं थोड़ा डेट छड़ा निकला लाइक मैंने अपनी बीटेक भी निरमा में से किया है सो लाइक आई एम फ्रॉम इंटीग्रेटेड बीटेक कोर्स विद स्पेशलाइजेशन इन कंप्यूटर साइंस एंड देन ट्रांजिशनिंग टू एमबीए सो लाइक school life से direct transitioning to the college life for postgrad and then for like going for the MBA phase from BTech it was a quite challenging like BTech में तो 9 to 5 ही रहता था but after that coming into the MBA phase 9
got
to
the
9
actually
से
day.
कब 9 से 12 होता गया पता ही नहीं चला so like it was a fun element but also it was quite
Smart
struggling
decision
yeah
also.
it was a smart decision preferably talking yeah.
So coming to my expectations, I came here to be corporate ready, but of course corporate ready होने के लिए practical का blend चाहिए. You have to learn the academics and not only the HR core subjects. I mean, you of course learn the onboarding and everything in your practical exposure at internships also. But at the same time, you also learn different subjects like marketing हो गया, finance हो गया. कोई भी subject छूटता नहीं है. You
अच्छा,
have
you're
to learn
learning everything.
Yes, of course, because it is going to be of use in future for us. So yeah.
In MBA, everyone knows that network is your net worth. And at NIRMA, networking starts from the very first. They start from the orientation itself. So if not an extrovert, at least you will be an ambivert for sure in NIRMA.
So this is our final segment, and it is rapid fire. So I'll ask one question, one answer. If you want to explain, good to go, right? So one hobby that added to your list.
I would like to answer this. So my new hobby is content creation, and yeah, I'm your HR buddy now.
Okay, wow. Next is night at NIRMA.
So like I would like to add a point like the nightlife in the NIRMA, like the transition of the 5 years over here. The nightlife, we are having a particular spot which is known as, very famously known as the yellow light area, where everyone gathers at night, everyone chill, everyone plays badminton, then volleyball, everyone plays with the speakers, loudspeakers, they play music, they dance, they enjoy. Like at a point at the nightlife, we all forget all the stress, all the assignments load. That all starts after 11:30, but till 11:30 we all are chilling over
So
there.
you guys actually do not sleep.
No, we don't sleep actually.
Next is best sports activity at NIRMA.
Okay, so to answer this question, I would say if you're a cricket lover, so definitely Nirma is the place to be because we have a huge cricket ground where we play cricket almost on a daily basis, and we also have tournaments as well where we play with both tennis ball and leather ball as well.
Okay. One word for your hostel life.
Well, adding to his point, because he mentioned cricket, I have a memory. So it was like last year India won T20 World Cup, and हमारे हॉस्टल के अंदर ही हम सब अपने रूम से बाहर आ गए थे, and we were shouting India, 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 and that was a collaborative, like we all enjoyed it
So
together.
did you guys decide first and then?
No, it was like, because in girls hostel we are not just from MBA, there's other people from architecture or from other streams as well, so we don't know each other, but उस effort को और उस जीत को celebrate करने के लिए everybody was out of their rooms and we were shouting India and we were celebrating it, and we don't even know कि उस दिन हम लोग किस किस को मिले हैं, but we were just so in that feeling कि I think that will be a core memory for me.
So this one is from everybody. One word that comes to your mind when I talk about your specialization, your MBA specialization at NIRMA.
So mine is finance, and be good with your numbers.
HR, always on your toes.
My specialization is in operations management, so make sure that you have GIT just in time in your life.
Oh wow.
My specialization is in finance, so I would say know your valuations.
Marketing, be creative 24/7.
I'm from marketing as well. Marketing is not sales.
So today's episode was all about the feedbacks directly from second year students of NIRMA University, and we wish you all the very best for your MBA journey.